Welcome in, everybody!
Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you so
much.
Are you ready for
start off a
this?
new campaign than a freaking hype train?
Right?
Oh,
Hype!
dude. Heck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. There we go.
So,
Oh my god.
so okay.
Absolutely pure amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Woo! Thank you so much for joining us.
People.
And welcome back to Reality Break 20, where we take a break from the real world and play some D&D. I hope you are all ready to start a brand new season, as we could say, for our wonderful little group here, where we are going to be entering the world of Ocerrya. We have completed our session 0, so today is going to be our first session, sort of getting to know the characters. Everybody let us know how the music sounds, how the voices sounds, if everybody would like to say hello first. We're going to start with Tony, who's going to tell us how much we love clips.
This feels dirty. I'm not going to lie. This isn't my job.
Tables have turned.
This isn't my job. I'm like... You know what I am? You know, I'm the temp that they hired on because the regular that knows what they're doing left. So I'm like, sure. What's my login again? How do I get to my email?
Exactly.
I can't get this calendar reminder to go away. Hold on.
Like
I
my
gotta
life.
get the right tone.
Oh,
I gotta get my tone.
We
love clips. Clips help us get exposure. So clip stuff that's funny, clip stuff that's emotional, clip stuff that's memorable, and we'll put it out there on our TikTok, which has, I think, about 12 views, maybe 13. If we're lucky.
Hey, it's better than none.
It is
We're
better than
working our way up.
that.
True.
Yep, we're working our way up. We have clips from previous campaigns. We've got our introductory videos out there. We have a fantastic TikTok done by myself about reimagining My Little Pony as a D&D party, which I thought was fairly accurate. I still couldn't figure out a good one for Rarity. I wasn't happy with it. I'll have to revisit that. Right? But
Rarity's the like hair and makeup and clothes one, right?
yeah.
Why do I know that?
So I went with
Bard?
because you watched it like all the time. I went with the Divine Soul Sorcerer because she's a strong magic user.
Yep.
Because she uses magic because she's a unicorn, and
That makes
unicorns
sense
use
then.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That was the best I could think
Nice.
of. Everyone else
hair
was
and
pretty much a
makeup.
lamb.
That would totally be a bard.
Yeah, but the thing is,
But the
Pinkie
Divine
Pie's already
Soul.
a bard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the problem is Pinkie Pie's
Someone
already
should
the
clip that
College
clip
of Glamour bard. So anyway, clips help us get exposure. They help us
Pinkie Pie's
grow
definitely
our.
a bard.
Oh, she's College of Glamour bard, like that's no question. But clips help us grow. They give us additional exposure to grow our little family here a little bit bigger. So if you see something, clip it, tag us in it. You can follow the Twitter account at RealityBreak20 to tag it on there, and you could be featured in one of our fantastic montages. Your clip could be featured in one of our fantastic montages. So clips are cool. We love it. And Christy's gonna do it next week because she does it a lot better than I do.
Yeah. oh, you just wait. See, Christy got good at it over time because you called on her every single week to do the clips.
True.
So
It was her job. Like it was.
well, we'll
You
see
know,
whose job it becomes in
the
this
exact
season.
same.
Oh no! I don't like that idea. I don't want to. I'm not ready.
I kid.
You, how do we feel about clips?
So
Sure.
We clip clips of clipping clipperness.
Hair clips. Haircuts. I need a haircut.
So, Pink, thank you so much for your wonderful comment about the overlay. It was a lot of fun to kind of play off of the overlay that Christy had picked out for the TikToks for the Ocerrya. And then as you'll notice, these little characters down there that you see at the bottom of the screen, there also is sort of that little flowing gold motif in the background. And players, I don't know if you noticed the Easter eggs on your little character sheets, but those will eventually come to pass. Thank you so much for our hype train. Such an amazing thing to start this series off with. So, does everyone sound okay? Does the music sound okay? Is anything too loud? Is anything too quiet? Yeah, all the characters, the players created their characters in Hero Forge, and then we just have their stats and a little brief thingy about them.
Which apparently is going to be foreshadowing.
I feel like it's moving a little fast. Maybe I should slow it down even more.
Maybe just a little bit.
Was that in?
There, that should slow it down a bit. Was that in what?
Never mind, I found it.
Okay.
We're good.
Hooray.
I wanted to see the
Okay.
Easter egg.
Excellent. Good work, Undead Reality.
No, I'm like, it's so small on my phone, I can't
Oh,
see it.
actually, yeah,
I know,
I'll
I had
DM
to take
everybody.
that.
I'll DM you a bigger version of yours. I did already send one to D. Hold on 1 second. And also, what I'm gonna do. So, what I'm gonna start with is
Favoritism.
what I'm gonna start with is the person that's in front of me. So, so there was this
Where
thing
did it
that I
go?
sent
Where'd we
to
go?
everybody. Huh?
Wait, you can't
look at your
switch over to
screen.
text when you're in Discord.
Oh.
Because we're not on camera anymore.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Trust, I ran into that problem too. I had to like stop from either. I had to Discord from my phone if I wanted to send
Yeah.
you guys something because that would happen.
Gotcha.
Hey guys, we're back. We're not
Okay.
text.
Okay, I fixed it.
I'm like, whoa, what is
Oh, that
happening?
means I do need to grab my phone to do what I wanted to do then.
I'll bring it to you.
Okay.
Pro streamers!
So
You can go about your business.
Bros, screamers.
So
Hold on,
our
now
most
we
of
got a TikTok. We're cool.
yes, we are pro, absolute pro. The players have seen this little. I wanted to sort of flesh it out a bit more, but we'll see how well I can improvise. I had sent a little thing that I pictured being sort of almost what you would call like I don't know, an intro video to what I pictured for the world of Ocerrya. He's coming back, I promise. So I'm gonna go through that and see if I can do a little overview as we bring our characters into the world. Look there, we found Sir William. So let me.
I was worried he got sucked into the Feywild.
Oh, I
By
lost my
mistake.
mouse. Ah, where's my mouse?
Where is
Oh.
the mouse? Ramasha will find it.
All right.
You'll
so,
bat it around, not really kill
Having
it.
more and monitor. Where's my mouse?
Yeah, literally.
That reminds me, and I know
Alchemist, not a
I'm
mouse.
stalling for time, but so people that work in office environment, I don't know if you ever did this or not, but we used to gag people that left their computers unlocked because you're not supposed to do that if you get up and go from your desk. You're supposed to lock it at all times in most jobs I worked at. So most people would like flip screens upside down and all that. My favorite thing to do was to move their mouse speed to super slow. So that way they have to like keep doing this to go like across the screen, and it was incredibly fun to watch from a third person.
Pretty good.
perspective.
That is very funny.
Like what? Like why is my mouse not moving? And I'm like, I don't know. And then they would call me over to fix it, and I'd be like, "That's what you get for leaving your monitor unlocked or your computer."
I always leave my computer unlocked, but our IT live in a little cave on the first floor, and I'm on the fourth floor, so I
Fair,
don't really ever worry
fair.
about it.
Well, not anymore, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, Dee, were you the one with the hookup on the progress of the break room?
Yes. So the break room is our Discord server that will be coming soon. There's not much to tell right now. I mean, it's just getting built. But hopefully, I want to say by the end of the month, we should have it up and running. So
Nice.
by
Ooh.
December.
That's exciting.
Yep. So we'll throw
We'll
that
be
link
there.
into the link tree. We'll post it all over the place. So come
yeah.
join. We'll have all kinds of fun stuff on there for subs and as well as free resources for anybody, as well as fun conversations. So
Yeah.
Good
Oh
time.
yeah.
All right. Do we have any other announcements before we let the adventure take over?
No.
It's time.
I am ready to go. Let's go, dude.
Ready as ever.
Wow.
All right. So
That fireball for D is kicking in.
I only had this much. It's only 2 shots. I'm just happy, okay? Let me be happy.
And I want you to be happy all
Yes.
the time. I want all of us to be happy all the time.
absolutely.
Let's get after it.
So, if you want to peek at more about our world, you can do the command world, or the command what for another little bit of information today, for quick at your fingertips access to the world anvil. And so, in the world of Ocerrya, I would say that the viewers would start off by seeing a very young man, traveling across the continent, down the continent of Abruth, which is the main continent where most of our adventures will be taking place, to start with at least. This young man, and the theme to this whole little intro scene, if you will, is being followed by gold streaks like you see across the page, and a stopwatch, a pocket watch, that is ticking normal speed. This pocket watch sort of makes the scene change as this young man works his way down the continent, down to this town of Freymore, which you have not, of course, been introduced yet to. And sort of in a dotted line fashion is going to make his way down towards the city of Hazelport. This pocket watch then is sort of swirling and ticking slowly backwards as we see a beautiful young elven woman looking very distressed and full of grief, looking in the mirror, and then on the next beat turning around and speaking to an absolutely breathtakingly beautiful fae. The ticking starts to tick a little bit faster backwards as the watch spins around, and we see a strong white tiger on the mast of a ship staring out across the sea, coming into the port of Hazelport. This majestic tiger looks like he means business and is on a mission. The ticking goes a little bit faster as we see the adventures backwards. The ticking goes a little faster backwards as we see sort of a montage of an older dwarf getting younger, as we see running through adventures on the desert continent of Claris and up and down the continent of Abruth, putting in his story and his work into the world. So then that ticking, which by this point has gotten rapidly backwards, sort of the watch starts spinning and it starts ticking very quickly forward again and flashing images of the Underdark and gods at an ancient temple on the top of a mountain, a volcano erupting, a huge volcano erupting, the Feywild and the beautiful strangeness that is there. A cold, calculated, pale elven woman staring at an hourglass with an unfeeling face. And as these things flash, the ticking comes back to normal, and the watch is once again following the young man who has stopped into what looks like a general store and is saying goodbye to someone and leaving the town of Freymore and making his way down to Hazelport.
Away downtown.
And I would say that would bring us to the city of Hazelport. And most likely we would then, I would say we could start in wherever, maybe in the market square of Hazelport in the morning, where a couple of you had said that you like to get breakfast. And Dominic, we will get to you very shortly. But welcome to Hazelport in the land of Ocerrya! Yay!
Yeah, let's go, dude.
Yay!
Welcome in. Welcome in. The time has arrived.
Yes.
And so we are in the market square of Hazelport early morning when they are doing all the selling. Anyone who is getting goods for their tavern, for their restaurant, might be stopping down in the center of town right now. This is kind of the early morning rush before people go to open their shops and everything for the day. We have Ramasha Searoamer waking up in his shady little boarding house in the docks. That he does not live here in Hazelport. I would imagine that Roland and Ashrin, if they're not at the marketplace to get breakfast, they're probably at the market to get things for work if they are indeed headed to work those afternoons.
Yeah, I would, I'd say I would, should we start the rundowns now?
Yeah, and actually it could even be that
Okay.
you two could start from your homes and go towards the market. You and Ashrin, up to you, but take it away.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say, I guess since it's fairly early morning, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that me and my wife, Natasha. So, imagine about the oldest looking dwarf you probably have ever seen in your life. A long white beard, 2 braids, not like, it's not braided all the way, but it's like braids layered on top of like the full beard, and it's long. It like goes down to like his, like right above his navel, so it's fairly long. One might call it a long beard. This is Roland Longbeard. But my name's Roland Longbeard.
No.
For real it is. And yet, with all this, like, this long white beard, he still has a mohawk that is still fairly well maintained. As if it's like a habit at this point that, like, that's so he's always had his hair done, and he knows exactly how it's done, and I wouldn't say it's like neat or well maintained, but it's like exactly how it's always been in his entire life. So he is walking. I imagine I would be walking down the street with my lovely wife, Natasha. We'd be walking down, and we would be on our way to the blacksmith shop that she owns. And I imagine we get the hustle and bustle, and we get to the corner where the blacksmith shop is, and I turn to Natasha. Here we go. The first voice acting action of the day is gonna be subpar, but we're gonna do our best. I'm gonna turn to Natasha and say, "Well, looks like it's gonna be a busy day. And I hope it's gonna be a busy day for you, darling."
Is Natasha Scottish or no?
No, I wasn't trying to be Scottish.
Okay,
Did it
I just
sound
wanted to make
Scottish?
sure. No, it is Natasha, I said. Or like, had you
Oh,
pictured
no,
it?
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay, good.
No. I didn't picture any accent.
Well, I certainly hope it is. I know I've got an order coming in today, and the kids are working on that armor for the Elven family that just moved in, so there'll be a lot to do.
All right, sounds good. Well, I just want to make sure that you don't overdo yourself, darling. I know you like to get in there, but you gotta remember that's what the kids are for. That's what the apprentices are for.
Well, you're
so
one to
you
talk
leave it to
still
them.
working at a tavern every day.
Look,
Why don't you just come
you
home
know,
and sweep the floors at the blacksmith, and then you can relax in between?
you know what? Those kiddos at the Rusty Bucket need me. They need me to, make sure that I keep everyone in line and keep having a good time.
They're
You
lucky to
know
have
that.
you.
I can't sweep floors at this point. It's just,
I guess
I'd like
that's
to
true.
do it, don't get me wrong. I'm not a floor sweeper, so. All right, well, I'm gonna head off. You have a lovely day. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to stop by around lunchtime, maybe? Grab
hope so.
Grab a bite to eat?
She sort of straightens up your collar, and she's like, "Have a nice day, darling."
All right, and I give her a quick peck on the cheek, one of those, and I make my way through the busy market.
Nice. And I believe probably coming out from a similar area would be our beautiful elven lady. Go ahead.
Elven.
Oh, half elven. That's right, half elven.
Important point. So Ashton probably spotted Roland and Natasha walk by because she's got a view out of her window of that that road with the little green space. Mm-hmm. So she probably spotted them as she was like gathering her things to kind of go and get ready and grab breakfast, and tried to dash down to meet up with them, but got caught up with other things because that's what she does.
Dear, the lady at the desk. That's probably what held you up. Oh, dear. There was a message for you, but continue with your thing, and then we'll catch that afterwards.
Oh, I was just going to say, she's got, Ashern has pointed ears, but not so pointy as an elf. They're a little bit rounded, but definitely still pointed, noticeably pointed. She's got very long, dark, black, straight hair, very bright blue eyes. She's wearing just kind of simple clothes with a purple skirt. So that's her favorite color. And she's got like a pouch with all of her stuff in it that she needs. She's got a big, or a necklace with a big clear crystal on it and a big green gem silver ring that she wears, and lots of bangles and things as well. And as she comes up to the front desk, all right, what do you need?
Oh, someone left a message.
You said there was a message?
Yes, someone left a message here for you last night. Do not open the thing that I told you to wait.
Okay.
She just hands you a piece of paper, and there's this very curvy, flowy handwriting that says, "We need to talk," and that's all it says. But you recognize this beautiful handwriting to be that of the lady that you serve.
Well, thank you very much. You didn't happen to see who left the message, did you?
I guess I'll have to ask Susan, because she said that someone left it earlier when I switched the desk with her last night. So I'm not quite sure.
All right, no worries. I'll see if I can find out who it was later, and I'll catch up with you.
Okay, have a great day,
thank you very
Miss
much.
Ashrin.
And I'm gonna head out the door. And by this point, I've lost Roland and Natasha, I'm sure.
Well, he and Natasha split off.
I imagine you're walking by as
that's
like
right,
Natasha's unlocking and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so probably as they split off, you could be like, "Oh, bye, Natasha," and sort of catch up to Roland.
Yeah, so as I come around the corner and I see Natasha open the door and Roland walking off, I'm gonna wave at Natasha and, Roland!
Sure, and hey, kiddo, how you doing?
I'm alright, how are you today?
You know, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, people are falling in love. It's a beautiful day. I see you up early. You got the morning shift today?
Yes, I do. It's not my favorite, but you know, whatever pays the bills.
Oh, yeah. No, I feel that there. Hold on. Gotta find his name. Where is his name? Oh, yeah. Felrin's having me come in kinda early to, help bring in a new stock of ale and all that came in, you know. Apparently the night shift people couldn't do it, so they had to, you know, schedule me in early to take care of it. So what are you gonna do, right? And I give her like a playful pat on the shoulder.
That bitter old man laugh.
Don't let them work. Yeah. Don't let them work you too hard, though, Roland.
I tell ya, I've gotten far worse things than Felrin telling me to come in the morning. I should tell you about the time that I had to fight a wyvern. Oh man, that is a story. I gotta tell you about that sometime. If I haven't already. Have I told that up to you already?
I think you've told me that one. I think I've heard that one, yes. I think
Oh, wow.
I think that one is one that I've heard already.
It's a great story. It's
The
a great
wyvern.
story. I know Ruby loved
it was a white one, right? A big white wyvern, right?
Yeah. Oh man, you're gonna make me tell that story again. You're gonna tell me that
You
story
don't have
again.
to. It's all right.
All right. Well, hey, let me get you some breakfast before we have to part ways, because I know Felrun will send one of the goons after me if I don't get there soon enough. You know what I mean?
I love both of your voices right
I
now, by the
do.
way.
Booyah.
All right,
And
so
then I guess I'll
I'm
find.
gonna have
I'll
to
find
practice more. I can already tell you.
it's good. You're doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. All right, and then I guess we'll go find a food vendor or something and get whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Breakfast
there's
food.
definitely like bread. There's some cheese. There's a cheese vendor. There's some meats, some cake, bakery stuff, and then you get the veggies and fish and stuff. That's all being hauled up from the docks.
Well, I gotta ask you, Ashton, what are you in the mood for? 'Cause I know what I'm in the mood for, and then I know what Natasha tells me I should get. So, what are you in the mood for?
Well, you know me, Roland. I'm always up for some baked goods, a nice pastry or something along those lines. I have a bit of a sweet tooth, so
you promise you won't tell Natasha. You promise.
of course not. I would
Alright,
never.
All right. That's what I've always liked you, kiddo, and that's how you're the best. And I give her another pat on the shoulder. All right, so we make our way to a pastry cart.
All right, so
Cheat day.
the cheat day. So the little old lady, the little old gnome standing at the sweet stall, says, "Oh, Roland, you're back again. Didn't Natasha say you needed to cut back on the sweets?"
You're gonna get me in trouble. You're
what?
gonna get me. That's why I gave you the extra tip last time to keep it.
Are you
She
sure
can
you
hear
didn't
you
give
from
that
here.
tip to Cynthia? That wasn't me. Anyway,
Come on now, no. Shh.
we have a very
All right, well-
special type of cobbler this morning.
Right. All right. Well, we'll take 2 of them then.
And so she pulls out this big pot of beautiful apple cobbler and sort of scrapes out a big old, plops it onto some, probably some paper, I would assume, or something like that, because you can't really take a plate with you. And scoops it up, hands it over to both of you. That'll be, about 5 silver. But also, if you don't want me to tell Natasha, maybe a little extra.
And I take her hand into my hand and I go, "You are absolutely devious. You know that, right?"
See you tomorrow, Roland.
Yeah, no, we'll see. And then when I move my hand away, there's a gold piece in it.
Oh, she just smiles.
Yeah. All right, and I say, "All right, you off to work then, Ashrin?"
Yes, I better be going on.
All right, well.
Thanks for
maybe-
breakfast, Roland.
Well, it's the least I could do. Maybe we'll run into each other at lunchtime. Who knows?
That would be great. Do you know if Ramasha's in town?
Would I know if Ramash is?
Ramasha, do they know if you're in town? Did you just get back to town?
Would as soon as so, yes.
So yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
His ship came back in. I think his ship came back in last night. So I'm not sure if we'll see him today, but I'm pretty sure he's in town.
All right, maybe we'll catch up with him at lunch or something.
Would you like to make a stealth check, Ramasha? What's both of your passive perception?
Mine is 17.
My passive perception is 17.
Your passive
16,
perception? Holy moly!
Sorry,
Dude, it's
passive
that
perception.
observant
Yep.
feat.
Observant. Yep. Mine's 16.
Nice. All right, what's your stealth check, Ramasha?
Okay.
Oh, not good.
Oh.
13.
All right, so you both happen to hear the whispering voice of Ramasha behind you as he awkwardly is like, "Oh, I thought I heard you talking about me," or something similar. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Coming up
Yeah, I heard
from,
it.
so he would have been
Ooh.
coming from the way of the docks or by the docks. What's that?
No. All right. Oh, nothing. I would have been like, yeah, I think I heard his ship come in, and by the way, I think he's right there.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't happen to be talking about Ramasha, were you?
Oh, would you like to describe
Wow.
yourself?
Yes. Yeah. Give us the rundown.
Okay, in front of you, you have this great big kitty man. He's a little bit well-worn, a little bit weather-worn, I should say. The fur is not where it should be, all on his face. You see a couple scars here or there, nothing like too major. It's hard to see them underneath the fur, but there's definitely some scarring there going on across the face here or there. And the ears are never... I know it says on that little character there from Hero Forge that they're like facing forward and is all happy, but I couldn't actually get it right. They're always back a little bit, not laid flat, like I'm going to kill you, but I'd say back a little bit, starting to point backwards a little bit, like he's always a little bit skeptical of everything that's going on around him at all times, but always keeping a friendly face, slightly devious, just trying to get a feel for everyone around him, but his ears lit on a little bit more. But he's a black and white, almost tiger-like, just like a white tiger. Excuse me. And he's wearing this great big, what would you call that?
Trench coat?
I guess, yeah.
great coat, right?
Oh, like overcoat. Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah,
coat.
it's a very, very... it is a great coat.
Great. It's a
I think
great.
that's what they're called.
Oh, is it?
But it's this
technical
great
term.
big, heavy leather trench coat. It's actually dolled up. It's got some frills around the wrists and such to make it look a little bit more special. And he's got a belt on that has a whip. His fancy red-encrusted golden halberd, handled sword, and as well as a little, oh, not little, it's a rapier on his side, and he also happens to have a flintlock pistol as well.
All right. Kitty man walking up behind
Yeah.
you, not so sneaky this morning. He hasn't had his caffeine.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
rough.
So yes. So now, Ramasha, I thought I heard that your ship was back in town. Good to see you. How you doing, kiddo?
It is always good to see you, my friend Roland. And Ashrin, it is always a pleasure to see you as well.
How are you this morning, Ramasha?
I am doing quite exquisite now that I have seen you, my dear. But I am in very good need of sustenance. Ramasha needs some good food. You know of good place. Ramasha. I almost said Russia.
In Mother Russia.
You
Russia
know of a
needs
good place
food,
that
too.
Russia can get some food.
In Soviet Russia, food eats you.
Oh my god. Food eats you. Yeah.
Is potato.
I would be remiss to not point you in the direction of that delightful pastry cart over there. Otherwise, I swear she'll tell my wife that I went over there when I'm not supposed to. So that's a
They've
good
got an
recommendation.
apple cobbler on right now.
Yeah, and I like hold it up for have him take a
Quite
whiff.
good.
Apple cobbler is quite nice.
Yeah,
Looking
so-
for more of the meat variety, maybe some cheese. Do you know where I could find some good cheese?
Oh.
Ramasha
I
is
do-
a very good fan of cheese.
I do my sweeping hand and I say, "The world is your oyster, my friend, or at least this marketplace is your oyster." So,
Excellent.
have at it.
I will see
Well,
if I
well-
can find some good cheese.
Well, we were just talking if we were gonna run into you at some point, and maybe we could, if you're not too busy of a schedule today, maybe we could run down lunch and catch up. It's been a couple days.
We've got to take a moment to kind of peek around, just take a quick look.
Do not Romasha does not see a problem with this. Maybe you have something. Maybe you could answer some questions for Romasha later, please.
Oh yeah, I think there's probably another thing that we may not have talked about in the past that I can fill you in on. So
Excellent.
it was something I'd forgotten about that I think might be helpful. So we can run down and talk about it later.
And
For sure.
There is something I wanted to talk to both of you about at some point, but maybe
Lunch date.
maybe over lunch.
It sounds
or
like a
who
lunch
knows.
date.
Sure.
Let's
He
meet.
sounds
let's
most
try,
excellent. An inquiry
Let's try to
for
meet-
an inquiry.
That's fair trade for me. I
I will leave you two both. I will leave both of you to it. Ramasha
Yeah,
must go
what?
see the wares.
Right. Well, let's meet back. Let's plan to meet back here at noontime. Have a lunch date. And we'll see. We'll catch up then. How about that?
Most excellent.
That sounds good to me.
All right. Well.
Ramasha will see you there.
All right. Well, Ashrin, you give him hell. Ramasha, you stay out of
Always.
trouble. All right.
Oh, Ramasha always finds a way of keeping out of trouble. It's
All
trouble that must watch out for Ramasha.
Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I will
That's awesome.
bid my farewell and make my way towards the rusty bucket.
So, anything else before you say goodbye, Ashran?
Nope.
All right. So
I'm just
Ashran
gonna-
goes off. Yeah.
See you later.
Ramasha,
Walk
you
my
bet.
way down.
make me a charisma check.
Who is?
You.
I'm gonna go take care of him real
Yep.
quick, so I'm just gonna turn my
I was
camera
gonna get
off,
us.
so-
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I'll just. Oh, wait. Can you turn that back on? I'll turn you off. Oh, is he already gone?
Okay. Nope. I'm
Okay,
here.
good.
I'm
Okay,
here.
I'll turn you
Okay.
off so nobody can see you.
Okay.
All right, cool. Because everybody was still there, but we were in the wrong place. That was so weird. So go ahead and make me a charisma check, really quick.
Okay. Just straight up charisma.
Yes. Unless you have persuasion as a skill.
Negative.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad it wasn't that, but that's not much better. I don't like these new dice trays. All right, so that is a 9. Yeah.
Oh, a 9.
Check
Okay.
it out. I got a new dice tray.
Yeah, you got me one too.
Nice.
So, Ramasha is usually just strolling through town like he owns the place every town. Very full of confidence. Today, he's a little tired. His fur's a little bit out of place. He's hungry. He's kind of grumpy. Just at the waves were choppy on his way in. He didn't get the sleep he wished he had, so he's not quite able to get the smooth deal he usually gets at breakfast time or any other meal in a city that he comes to often, where he can practically eat for nothing because he's a smooth talker. So he has to pay 5 silver for his breakfast, but he's able to find fish and cheese and whatever else a kitty would like to eat for breakfast.
Excellent.
And
A
so-
grilled cheese and fish sandwich.
Yes. I would picture then as these
Terrible.
as our friends, well, he'd love it. As our friends part ways, eating their breakfast and starting their day, arranging to meet at lunchtime, the watch comes back into focus and starts spinning and slowly ticking backwards and backing up out of Hazelport. And I should have had the Fremore one ready, but you'll be leaving soon anyway, so. And we kind of zoom into the biggest building in Fremore, the Bargain Bin, which is a general store of all kinds. And we see this little halfling man looking up at this very young human boy, and with a piece of paper in his hand. And this is Benjamin Lightdabble, and he looks at this young man, who will describe himself in a moment, and he says, "Dominic, I'm so proud of you. You've been working so hard around here. I just know you're gonna go places. Just just when you get to Hazelport, you gotta find Ashrin. Give this to her, and she'll know what to do with it. And he hands you the piece of paper. And please, Dominic, describe yourself to everybody.
Hello, my name is Dominic.
Oh, a little louder. Let me turn you up.
Sorry. I have to talk quietly in this voice, but I can get a bit closer to the mic.
Okay, I can also turn you up.
Eat the microphone.
Eat the microphone.
There you go, I turned you up.
I need a snack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. Hold on.
No, you're fine.
There you go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Triggered.
There you go.
Hello, my name is Dominic Remont. I'm 15 years old. I've practiced archery for about 6 years now. I've grown quite good. I've got brown hair, brown eyes. Pretty plain, you could say. But you're welcome. But yeah, I've
Did your
been
family own
traveling.
a shop by any chance?
Yes,
You left out the part where you're 6 feet tall.
I'm actually 6'1".
And not done growing necessarily.
I'm not
At
done
15,
growing
good
yet.
Gravy.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were dealing with a baby Huey.
I eat
Part
nothing
Goliath
but
here.
Miracle Grow and protein. That's my meal every day. I start off with
Get those
3
gains.
dozen eggs.
Get those gains.
More gains. I've had some horrible tragedies in my life, and I'm just sort of searching. But I've been told to make my way down south from Liftalist, to meet with some specific people. So that's what I'm doing now.
Epic. Well done.
I'm gonna grow up. And I grow up.
And so, in Fraymore, I would imagine for the last year or so, you've been hanging around here, helping out with your carpenter trade, and
Not carpentry, leather.
oh, leather.
I
Sorry,
work in leather.
yes.
Either way, you're getting hammered.
Well, she is in real life too, so it balances out.
So anyway,
Right back. This is too empty for this. I need more.
so if there's, Ben says, if there's anything you need, to take with you on your way to Hazelport, you can grab it, and you can pay me back when you come back to Fraymore. Because you've worked really
I
hard, and
appreciate
you've
that.
been a big help. He hands you a
Thank
bag
you
with
so
rations
much.
in it for your trip.
Um,
And he hands you that envelope. It's a simple envelope that says Ashrin's name on it. If you'd like to show everybody what it looks like, Christy, you could show everybody what he handed her.
Let me just take
Oh.
the sticky notes
Yeah.
off of it, and I will show you.
Yeah.
Did you like my sticky
For
notes?
time. Ooh. Ooh. How did you like mail that to her?
I did.
Imagine there's a wax seal back here.
That's
I just got it
awesome.
yesterday.
Oh man.
And that's why,
I'm,
Dee, that's why I asked you, would Dominic have actually opened it? Because if not, or if yes, I was going to send it to you instead. And you would have had to read it to Christy because he opened it
I
instead
also
of...
had instructions. Do not open until your DM tells you to. Until DM
All right,
instructs you to do so.
So what I'm hearing is when it circles back to me,
You've
To
got
DM.
some stuff to
I've got some
Props,
stuff I
dude.
need to
Props.
bump.
I got this idea
no,
from
this
my
is
DM. I got
legit.
this idea from my DM. So she, during the pandemic,
so-
dropped
Love
something
it.
off in my mailbox and was like later on in the
All right.
in our
That's
game
fair.
was did that.
Well,
Oh,
we're like states away.
Yeah.
We are. It's not like walk it over.
She was in
drop it
another
the
state.
mailbox.
She was in
Like,
another state. It was like 15-minute drive for her.
Get out of here with
Oh,
that, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
It's not that way for us, though.
I have a
DM.
question.
Anyway.
DM.
Yes.
I have an actual DM question.
Okay.
Is this conversation? Is this conversation happening the same morning as our interaction?
This
or
has
is this like
actually
a couple
gone
days
back a little
before?
bit. About a day, about the day before. So this would have been about the time Ramasha was getting into town. Stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. All right, so this happened a couple days ago compared to our conversation.
Yeah, about
Okay.
a day and a half. Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
up to 2. It's because
Okay.
Fraymore is about a day away from Hazelport, and Dominic will be arriving today in Hazelport.
Okay. All right.
For you.
I don't know if you said that while I was gone, but I just.
Yeah, I didn't specify. Thank you. I said the watch. He was covered by the watch, and the watch started slowly ticking backwards, and the dotted line went up to Hazel. Yeah, Fraymore. So yeah, that probably you weren't here for.
Yeah.
And so yes, go ahead.
Did the bag that he gave me, is it like...
It's a sack.
Like a bag,
If you didn't already have a backpack, it's a backpack. Otherwise, it's a sack.
Okay, it's a backpack.
Okay.
Because I don't have one.
And the
And then
rations
there's
have
a water
your
skin in it too.
protein
If you
and
didn't already have
fertilizer.
one. Yeah, protein and
Yep.
fertilizer.
I do have a water.
Okay.
And a protein shake,
And
bro.
a protein shake. Yes.
Gains.
Dang. Now I'm just imagining like Dominic like running out of Fraymore, like Bilbo in The Hobbit. He's like, I'm going on an adventure.
but it's I've been informed
going
that my
on an
voice is
adventure.
apparently too deep for a 15-year-old boy. I'm sorry, everyone. I've never been a 15-year-old boy. So
I will tell you, my
believe you.
15-year-old has a
believe
voice
you.
that deep. So, well, actually, just turned
Yeah.
16, but yes.
but
Especially
Yeah.
a person
See,
that
it's just
size.
throwing the-
A 6-foot-tall
Yeah.
human being. Yeah.
I eat nothing but Miracle Grow eggs and protein. Okay.
Bro. Just throw in a voice
Bro.
crack once in a while, you'll be fine.
Yeah, we do need
Bro.
more voice practice.
That's also hard.
All right,
I'll try.
so Ben has handed you this stuff. He says, "Be careful. Follow the roads. Don't go off into the forest. It's not safe. And as long as you go all day, you actually should be able to make it to Hazelport by. You may have to camp a little outside of Hazelport if you can't make it to the Cozy Salmon in time. But otherwise, you should be able to get there by tomorrow morning."
Oh god.
Thank
You're gonna run
you.
into Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Now he's gonna travel the main road. Oh, did you decide if you met anyone on your way? From the question I asked you earlier, Dominic. Do you remember? Did you decide if you met anyone on your way?
Yes, sorry, my
You look
brain.
really like, what is going on there?
I love the sitting and smiling like must not be a question for me.
Her mind was Bilbo Baggins. I'm going on an adventure.
I was already
Here I
gone,
go.
man.
Yeah.
I'm on my
Wait,
way. I'm
wait,
on
I
my
forgot my
way.
handkerchief.
Okay,
happens.
Yes, I have
I
two
still think this is
mentors.
moving too fast.
Bro. I have two mentors. Am I answering this in...
No,
I've
you can just
two
answer me.
mentors.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people that
um,
walked with, or did they go with you, or did you meet them along the way?
I've met them along the way.
Okay.
So, I had a mentor that
Oh.
started me off.
I'm sorry. I mean just for the trip to Hazelport.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I misunderstood the assignment.
I love you
Isn't
guys so much.
I am unhinged this week. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know, like, it's just a week of me being
Been a good
unhinged.
day.
Um,
It's a good day though.
This is a good day. Hey, just
been a
keep
good
it very plain.
No, I'd like to spice things up a little bit today. I
I was gonna
spiced
say
things up a
that
lot of bit today.
that picture that you posted in the Discord is not plain.
It's
Yeah.
definitely not playing.
Oh, my sexy little 15-year-old boy.
No,
Oh, I
he's
can't
a-
say that. Oh God, no.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's a cutie.
No!
Oh, can we anti-clip that?
Don't put that.
Oh, God.
You're going to gel, or at least gel. It's fine.
Oh, God.
Her career was over.
Oh, man.
Reality Break 20 is for mature audiences only. Your discretion is advised.
It's no longer family friendly, guys.
I was gonna say, didn't we say it was PG-13?
My stomach hurts.
Rated R for a really bad idea.
Oh, my gosh. On that note, maybe we should take a break.
It is break time.
Let's Let's go to BRB for a
Rally a
minute
bit,
because I
rally a
also
bit.
need to collect myself. I hope everyone is enjoying this so far. But let's do that. Let's
You know
take
we
a
are.
quick break. We'll be right back. Now you can say it.
I'm over here.
Hey, hello.
I'm over
Boba
here.
Fett. Boba Fett.
I'm over
Where?
here.
We're off the rails today, guys.
We are.
Welcome back, everybody, to Reality Break. We have been taking a quick break ourselves, and now we come back to the young man, Dominic.
Serious face.
Having left the city of
That's not a
Fraymore,
serious
the
face.
bargain Ben, the kind gentleman, Benjamin Lightdabble, having handed him a letter and some provisions, asking him to go down to the Copper Fox in Hazelport and bring that letter to Ashrin, a former resident of Fraymore, actually born and raised there, he says, as he has gone on and on about how beautiful Ashrin is and you'll never be able to miss her. And yeah, so on your way from Fraymore to Hazelport, are you going to travel fast or normal or slow?
I'd like to go for a medium fast.
Okay.
If I can, because I have a mission to do, so I'd like to go for that if possible.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding,
So
ding, ding.
why don't you?
I thought. Nope, never mind. I don't want to get us off the rails again.
Why don't you do me an athletics check to see how fast you can go without getting exhausted?
Okay. Athletics.
Well, yeah, dude, you're like plus 15 to athletics.
I have a plus
so,
8 to athletics. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
what I
geez.
roll.
Yeah,
Not one.
Kind of no.
not one. I broke my foot.
I got a 3 though, so 11.
Nice. Okay. So, so sort of like you can go a little above average speed. You're kind of chugging along through the day. It's decent weather out on the roads. This is a widely traveled road from Fraymore to Hazelport and back because this is how Fraymore gets a lot of their goods. Definitely might pass 1 or 2 caravans heading up to Fraymore from Hazelport. Unfortunately, there was none headed that way for you to hitch a ride with today. Probably
Cue Willie Nelson montage.
Yeah.
On the
road again.
All I can picture is just Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove as you're just like running.
With the big pack on.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
but I get my own theme music as well.
You're making your own theme
I can't
music.
wait to hear it.
It's gonna be
I'm
great.
glad I was unconscious for this part.
Let me tell you, I'm on a mission.
So he's
Holy cow, that was really good.
as he makes his way along the road, waving to passersby, saying hello to the little animals, feeling renewed purpose, feeling like he's gonna get closer to doing something important. I think that your final stop intended was originally Airmore, right? The larger city. So he knows that this might be his last stop before he finally gets to go to Airmore and make something of himself. And so as the clock starts ticking back forward to get us back towards regular time, we see Dominic making his way down the high road between Hazelport and Fraymore, and coming up to the walls of the city along Traveler's Way in this. I think that might. Oh, is this supposed to be a reference to the same thing? I missed it, but so as you sort of come up to the walls of the city of Hazelport, sundown, you are stopped in the line to come in just like everyone else, and there is a dwarven young adult man standing at the doors. He says, "All right, young sir, what's your business here in Hazelport?"
I've come to meet a woman named Ashran. I have a letter for her.
Delivering something then? Tony, would you like to describe this young man to Dominic, since it's your grandson?
Oh, yeah.
The whole town.
Wait, is it
Ogden.
grandson or his son?
Son.
Ogden. Oh,
Ogden.
son.
Yeah.
Son.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So, imagine a younger version of Roland. So similar type build, similar type face structure. His beard isn't quite as long as his father's, but it is significantly longer than what you would probably see in most dwarves. And he has one solid braid. And we're going with like I hate to put it this way, but the stereotypical dwarven red. And his he keeps the same kind of, well, I'm sorry, do they wear helmets?
Some do.
He doesn't have to if he's not actively fighting.
Okay, yeah. So he's all right. So helmet, I'm guessing like on like he's holding
There's
helmet
probably a
in his arm
strap
like
even.
that.
Yeah, he can hold it, or there might be
Yeah,
a strap
something like
on
that.
it. Yeah.
Similar type haircut as his father. So the singular mohawk with the clean around the sides. Very, like I said, very similarly looking to Roland. Yeah, I don't know if I want to give a lot about.
Yep.
I mean, you'll play the other stuff we talked about with him, so that's fine. But that's what it looks like. So that is Ogden Longbeard, my second oldest child.
Yeah, you can see on his armor it says Longbeard, and it's got the Hazelport emblem, which is two tankards clinking together. And he says, "Well, can I get your name and where you're coming from, please?"
My name is Dominic Ramon. I've just come here from Fremar.
All right. Okay, Dominic. Well, welcome to Hazelport, the trading hub of Abruth, and the city that never stops drinking. Have fun, be safe, and see the sights while you're here. It is very close to night. I would recommend you get a room at the Cozy Salmon tonight. And he points sort of just past the wall as he starts to open the door, and there is a giant sort of like almost parking area for wagons and stuff, and in the back of it is a big tavern and inn, and it seems like it's sort of like the traveler's spot, you know, sort of like the airport hotel kind of thing. As he says, I would recommend you get a room here tonight. And explore more in the morning, as newcomers probably would do best not to be wandering around at night.
Okay.
Unless you have specific business that needs to happen at night, you know, but...
No, not necessarily at night, but I would like to deliver the letter, if that's possible. But
you said Ashrin, right?
Correct.
I actually think my dad might... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. You said a drink.
Oh, gosh, yeah. You could get a drink right in there at the Cozy Salmon. They've got, I think, 6 different ales on tap from around the realm of Abruth. But I think that my dad knows a girl named Ashrin. She works over at the Copper Fox, but she wouldn't be working now. They're closed for the night. You've only got a couple of options, really. The inns are the ones that are still open tonight. But you'll probably be able to catch her there tomorrow morning. She usually works the morning shift on moon days.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
And as I walk away, I'm just gonna be going, Copper Fox, Copper Fox, Copper Fox, Copper Fox, the Copper Fox.
God,
trying to like
15. Sounds like 15. Not 6
I've
foot one,
done
obviously.
research for this part. I need you guys to know. I literally asked every dude I know. I was like,
What were you like?
what
at 15?
did you do at age 15 if I did not know you at age 15?
Yep.
Like, I did my
you go.
research.
So are you gonna bed down at the Cozy Salmon?
Yeah.
All right. So we sort of see the clock start spinning again as Dominic sort of like confused, hesitant, but you know, not necessarily frightened, walks into the Cozy Salmon, gets greeted by the staff. Everyone's really friendly in Hazelport. He sits down with a drink and is like, has this look on his face like, okay, maybe I could get used to this. And of course the barmaids are making a fuss over this beautiful young boy. And also, by the way, to redeem ourselves from earlier, 15-year-olds are adults in D&D, so they're not that young. They're almost adults in D&D. So, But anyway.
I am uncomfortable at the moment.
But, so, hey, listen, then that means I'm doing good, right? Didn't she say she's gonna make me uncomfortable instead? Okay.
No,
You're doing good,
no,
that's fair.
I'm
no,
dying.
not this one. This one is a shy little 15-year-old boy.
Boy, good job.
Oh, that was really good.
Thank
That's
you. I've been
excellent.
working on it.
There you
So,
go.
as Dominic goes up for the night, that's when we sort of catch back up to the morning. And Dominic, as you would have come down in the morning, there would have been a friendly server down in the the tavern area of the inn. Good morning, welcome back to Hazelport. It was nice to meet you last night. Can we get some breakfast before you head out?
Please.
Oh, you're so cute. You're so shy. She just rushes off, bobs off. Comes back with a big plate of
Doing
porridge
great.
and
I'm
a
an
hunk
adult.
of bread and butter and coffee.
He's just like amazed looking at this, like,
Could I have some water, please?
Yeah, let me see. And she just runs back and grabs a pitcher and sets it on the table.
Thank you. I don't much like coffee.
Don't like coffee? Wow, you must not be all the way grown up yet.
and he just kind of like sits up straight, like, I'm getting used to it. I've just not drank it a lot.
She brings also
Yes.
a bowl of sugar cubes
I am mad.
and a small thing of milk over to the table. And she says, maybe try it like that, sweetie. And she just goes off to set up plates and cups for the day.
As she like goes, like as she starts moving on, he's just, thank you. Just ladles the sugar into it. All the cubes, all the milk.
And now, caffeinated and on a sugar high, Dominic explores the city.
I have a letter.
He's like flipping
Who
tables
is
over.
Ashrin? I don't know. I don't care.
I'm alive. Flips table.
So you eat this yummy breakfast, drink your coffee that is bitter but sweet and milky and so confusing, but delicious, but... Oh, make a constitution check.
That sounds like the first time I had sex.
Cut.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, thanks for coming out, everybody. Have a great night.
You can't. Tony, what the frick? My guy.
Can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm problem.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I don't think this session has rails today.
No.
I think they're
no.
non-existent.
You're doing
I
good.
think I'm rubbing off on people.
It's like
That's
it's
what
like
she
bumper
said.
cars at the carnival at this point.
really
You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
you're trying
Sorry,
to go
y'all,
in
but
a direction and
reality
you get flamed
breaks.
somewhere else.
Reality break has broken.
Yeah, it's like being
trying
on.
to go
That's what that
somewhere
clip
else.
needs to be
Slams
titled,
into us.
How
Let's
to
go this
Break
way.
Reality Break. So,
I'm gonna take a drink now.
Broken.
I feel like I need that fireball now.
Oh,
oh my
Oh,
god,
I
that's
took too big of a sip.
Yeah, I just wish this had a little extra something for that.
okay.
Alright, so anyway.
So Dominic is choking down his coffee. Still, yes, I am still excited to be the new DM. How am I doing?
I seriously just picture like Dominic drinking, be like, invincible. You know?
Actually, it's more like
Great.
it's so good.
Love it.
Different than the one I usually have, but it's okay.
I'm a man now.
I'm a man.
And the
Yeah,
waitresses are
man.
giggling at your, as they're getting everything set up for the day, they're giggling at your faces with the coffee. And as you are getting up to leave, one of them brings you over a little sweet, and says, "Here you go, darling. Good job. Good try."
I didn't finish it all, but
That's okay.
thank
just give you
for
this-
your help.
Beautiful little red sugar candy with like a blue swirl in the middle.
Like a cinnamon candy?
Yeah, but it's got mint swirl in it. And
It's gonna be a good day.
they, did you mention that you're looking for Ashrin and or the Copper Fox?
Both actually. Do you know
Well,
where they are?
one of the waitresses was like, "Oh, I know Ashrin. She's all right. She works at the Copper Fox. She thinks she's
Freak on.
Just all right.
and she's like fixing her hair. She's like fixing her hair. But the Copper Fox doesn't
Somewhere
have.
Roland's like,
She gets right
he
up
was
to
talking
Dominic.
crap about my friend Asher.
And she's like, she gets right up to Dominic. She's like, but the Copper Fox doesn't have rooms. We have rooms here, and she's definitely almost as good looking as I am.
I just have to deliver a letter to her. I don't really. I don't know her. I just have to deliver this letter.
Okay, well, you should definitely come back and stay here, not anywhere in town when you are done. And they're like, they give you directions that it's through the square and across the river in the Merchants Row.
Thank you. And he just like quickly gathers his things and like busts out the door. 6'1", just like great strides going.
And I'm assuming just like a tomato.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just like
Yes.
Bye,
I feel
Dominic!
the awkward,
The
feel
service
the
week.
awkwardness radiating.
He's just like nervous, like just absolutely red, like red neck, like just all just girls.
What are these
If he had
feelings?
glasses, if he had glasses, he'd be like pushing them on his nose the whole time.
So as you come down the road into the beautiful city of Hazelport, the city is waking up. Like I said when we started, people are sweeping their stoops. You probably are looking out for a local leather worker in case you're going to settle down here for a little bit. You don't pass one down on this road, but you can smell, the smell of leather work, and it's not too far from where you are. And you're just like taking in the sights of this is probably the biggest city you have yet been in your travels. It's not a humongous city, but it is definitely bigger than anything you have seen in your life. So it's a little bit awe-inspiring. There are so many people. There are so many people that are busy. A couple people are like jostling you around like, hey, get out of my way. Watch out, kid. And yeah, so are you going to make a beeline for the Copper Fox? Are you going to take a look around the market? We are now caught up to when everybody is back at their jobs and Ramasha went off for the day. So Ramasha, you would probably still be at the square getting breakfast.
Yes, finally. Fish and cheese.
What are both of your passive perceptions? Dominic and Ramasha.
13.
It seems high.
Wow.
Seems high for a
No, I'm just saying
15-year-old
because
boy,
of, like,
for
how
sure.
nervous you are. Yeah.
Mine is also 13.
Listen,
Okay, all right.
I'm nervous
Nobody's
because
announced. Nobody's
puberty.
purposely, or nobody's noticing each other specifically. You, Dominic, see a whole mix of people. Not sure. Like I said, since you haven't been in a huge city before, you might not have seen that many furbolgs and tabaxis, and like tieflings before. Which there is a very wide range of races in this city. And Ramasha's not even the only tabaxi in the area, and there are furbolgs and other common races as well.
Okay.
Are you a male or a female? For you, darling, I can be anything you want.
And of course, around the square, there's people at all the market stalls going, "Fish here, fresh fish from down the docks." And another person, "Get bread for the day. Don't miss out on the loaves. The freshest are the ones that go first." And come and get your cheese.
Like a pretty necklace.
Lots
Pretty
of
necklace
cheese.
for a little lady.
I just totally pictured Jeff Goldblum doing that. Oh,
Yeah.
would you like a little pretty necklace? It would be. Oh, go right there. And yeah.
Oh my
I went right to Aladdin when Jasmine's out on the marketplace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Dates and pistachios.
You also see, which is something that you have never seen before, almost an entire section of the market dedicated to people tasting and carting off kegs and bottles of different types of alcohol, beers, wines, ales, liquors. Just there's some guy shouting off, "We got stuff from Lone Tree, and don't forget Wanderlust. We've got stuff from Lakeside and Cloud9 wines. You can't miss it. You gotta come and get it all." You can't represent Hazelport without the best drinks around.
Like drinks.
Are you gonna walk up to them?
No, I'm gonna say it from about
okay.
10 feet away so that they'll notice me, but
Okay, hold on, let me.
I'm not actively trying to do it. I'm just, you
I like
need
that.
drinks from blah, 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 and I like drinks.
Someone,
And I'm just like, vultures just,
yeah. Someone besides you's like, you can get. Oh, there's a kid about your age. Actually, there's a couple of kids throughout the crowd who's about your age, maybe even a little younger. And he walks up. He's like, "You can get a free sample if you go up and tell him you're buying. Come on, watch." And this kid, who is obviously younger than you, walks up and goes, "I need to try that one right there. Yeah, the wine. We need a couple of kegs down at the Giant's Toe." And the guy goes, "Yeah, sure, absolutely. You can try this wine or this one. This one's from Cloud9 and this one's from Lone Tree." The kid's just like, gulp, gulp. And he winks at you and he's like, "All right, I'll send my man over later for a couple of kegs." And he walks away.
oh my god.
Resourceful, I love it.
It is resourceful. Thank you. And he just like walks away. He has morals.
Good lad. Good lad.
It's turning into Beavis and Butthead.
He just doesn't know how to use them yet.
Cool.
All right, so do you? Let's see. Make me a wisdom. Is it wisdom? Wisdom check to see if you can remember how to get to the bridge to get to the Merchant's Row. From where you were told at the Cozy Salmon.
Yeah, that would be a history check.
Yeah.
History. Yes.
History, probably.
No. No, which I think is wisdom anyway. But...
Yeah.
Yes. But you might have that. Ooh.
Oh,
no,
history is
it's not.
intelligence.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
Intelligence is a 0.
It could be survival if you want.
Oh, I didn't do that bad. 12.
Nice.
At your age, it is survival.
Look at that. Natural 12. Because it has to be.
All right.
Can
so
I get a nat 12 in the chat?
Well.
We need to make commands for each one.
Yeah.
Like, and nat whatever.
Can I get a nat 6 in the chat?
Nat 6.
So as you make your way through the square, you're able to sort of find the bridge at the bottom of the square that leads across into the Merchant's Row. And pretty quickly, as you come down that road, you can see a big sign on a tavern that is a little fox on the sign made of copper.
He's
And
still
Ashrin,
saying
would you like to
copper
describe the
fox.
building?
Copper fox, the copper fox, the copper fox.
Sure. So this is a big 2-story building that it's like a little bit like nicer kind of feel to it. It's got some tables on the outside and a big door. It's on the corner of 2 streets, so the door is on the corner, and has big windows that go up the 2 stories, so you can see through the windows that there's like a balcony kind of second floor to it. And it's got, if you go in the doors, there's a bar on the back wall and then tables all throughout. And then the entire center of the building's actually open, and there is like a balcony that goes all the way around that has tables and booths and things on the second floor. And there's a staircase to the right, and then there's a door that goes back to the kitchens kind of behind the bar.
All right, and I would imagine as Dominic walks in, would Ashrin be working the greeting today at all, or where would she be?
It's possible. She would probably be cleaning tables and picking up cups that were left maybe from breakfast. This is not necessarily a breakfast crowd sort of place. It's more of a lunch and dinner and drinks crowd sort of place. So it's probably pretty quiet. Just
Oh
maybe a
yeah,
couple of
actually,
people
are
in
they
some
open
booths.
yet?
I think
the
they
door's probably
would've,
not locked,
like,
but
just opened.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So there's not really very many people there.
Okay. So as you walk into this very quiet, so completely different from the Cozy Salmon last night in the busy marketplace and even just the wild streets, like you walk in and it's this quiet tavern, nobody in it except staff, no other customers yet, and there's a few people, one person tending the bar, one person stocking tables, updating the menu board, and there is. So you're in the main room then, Ashrin?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, probably cleaning
So
tables.
there's a average height, right? Beautiful young elven woman, half elven
5,
woman
6.
in the room.
I'm imagining, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm imagining Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet. If you don't the. Da, da,
Yes.
da, 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 da.
And she
Okay,
is
yeah.
beautiful as she
Yeah,
turns
the build
around
up.
because the door, of course, the doorbell dings as the door opens, and everyone turns to look at you. But the half elven woman in the room is absolutely beautiful. One of the most.
Yeah, I was
beautiful.
gonna say, imagine the hair,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, everything is slow,
Yeah,
slow
motion.
motion over her,
Like
over
the
her
starry
shoulders.
star
Yeah.
behind her and
Almost
stuff.
There's just
unearthly.
drool on my chin.
It's almost unearthly how beautiful she is.
For the general audience, the inspiration I took for her look is Jennifer Connelly from The Labyrinth,
Yeah.
but a couple years older. So if you get,
Okay.
if you know, you know.
And
Yes.
so this young
Oh, yeah.
boy is staring open-mouthed at you, Ashrin. Would you like to say anything?
All right, boyo. Welcome to the Copper Fox. It's a bit early. Do you need a table, or can I help you with something?
Copper Fox.
Aren't you a tall drink of water?
I've a letter. Are you
All right.
are you Ashrin?
I am.
Oh. I've got a letter from Benjamin for you. Fuck, I went Scottish for a second. I got
from
so
Mo
nervous.
Ben.
She's so pretty. I've got a letter from Benjamin. In Fremont. He says you're from Fremont. Are you from Fremont?
Aye, that I am. I grew up there. Yes, I've been here for quite a while now, though. What's old Ben up to these days?
He's fine.
He's playing.
I've got a letter for you. Right. And he like pulls his sack around and is like rummaging through it, and he pulls out like a crumpled up letter basically at this point. And he like
crinkle that whole thing real quick, Christy, and then you can open it.
Let me
he
grab
like
my bag real quick.
puts it on his knee really quick.
Not my bag. Not my bag.
He
the bag.
puts it on his knee
then
really
just,
quick
like,
and like
flattens
kind of
it out, yeah.
straightens-
Straight to that.
tries- Yeah.
Sorry. Just apologizing the whole time. I'm sorry.
We have props. I got mail yesterday.
Got mail.
You
That's
got mail.
that's
Did.
Oh, not
You
that I
got
mail or
mail.
anything, huh?
I believe.
It's a little bit.
Would I recognize this as Ben's handwriting on the front?
Yes, probably. I had to write it by hand on the front. The inside, you do definitely recognize.
All right. Can I open it now?
Absolutely, it is time.
It's
Yay.
time.
Let's go, dude.
Oh,
Open letters.
there's
Open
pieces.
letters,
Oh my
one
god,
letter.
it's long.
That's what she said.
You don't have to read it out loud if you don't want to read it.
I would just like to say it
Okay.
wasn't me this time. Just putting that out there.
It's fair. Oh my goodness.
That out there.
So Ashrin would like get this, and then she would see that there's multiple pieces to it, and that it's long. And she would probably start reading it, and then remember that this young man is still standing in front of her.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Would you like to sit down? Do you need any breakfast or anything? Could I get anything for you? I do want to read this, but I don't want to I don't.
He needs me. Oh, that it's nice to meet. Bye. And then he just like gets up and like leaves. Hello, friend.
Oh, bye, Dominic.
What's a basketball?
All right then, shall we go?
Go where?
Oh, to meet my friends. We're meeting over in the market square, and then we'll find a place probably to sit down and have some lunch and some conversation. Is that all right?
It's fine.
And another option might be Roland. Usually Natasha shuts down the shop for lunch as well.
That would be a quiet place if we wanted to have a conversation that could potentially not be eavesdropped
If you were
on.
worried about privacy, yeah.
Yes. Well, I'll be able to suggest that when we get to that
Yeah.
point. So,
Oh, true. All right.
because as far as I know, we're just meeting for lunch to chit chat.
That's right.
So,
Chop.
and mustard.
And
All
so
right,
as
so
you head... Yep, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, I guess we'll head towards the marketplace and see if we can find anybody.
So Roland has had... Roland, make a D20 roll for me. Straight D20.
Great D20. Boom. 8.
Okay. So Roland has had a couple of early drinkers this morning. Roll me a D4. Because both of your places are just tavern restaurant, right? Not inns, right?
That is the.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is like. Yeah, so to describe the Rusty Bucket for
Yep.
people, it is like. Think of like. College dive bar. You know, it's just basically. There's a couple tables in the middle. Otherwise, it's just one big bar that lines the entire area.
Let's go.
Yep, the atmosphere is very much like dive bar. You know, there's going to be the regulars that come in. It's like, oh, old Charlie's coming in at 2:00, and he's not going to leave till bar close. And hopefully he doesn't get too hammered like he did last time and have to kick him out. Like that kind of vibe. So,
Yep.
I got a 4 on my D4.
All right, so 4 early bird drinkers have come in this morning, asking for the daily, just the cheap ale, the cheap stuff.
Yep. and I'm just bar back. So at this point, when I come in for the morning shift, it's not to like bartend. I'm there to like restock and stuff like that. And I'm assuming either a bartender themselves or
And there's at least one
Felrin.
waiter. Yep.
Yeah, I was just or Felrin is actually there himself. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah,
Probably in the morning to count the money and stuff. Yeah. Yep. And he's used to the regulars in the morning, the folks that don't necessarily leave very often.
The folks that have make very poor life choices.
And so one of them's, good morning, Roland. It's too bright this morning. Ugh.
Hey, how you doing there, buddy? You know, I'm surprised considering bar closes only, 5 hours ago and you're back? Man.
Well, the old lady
old
knocked
lady
me
kick-
out of the house
old lady
last
kicked
night.
you out again?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm telling you, you need to do one of two things. You either need to cut back on the drinking or find a better place to stay.
You know, I ought to just send her to live in the docks. Then maybe she'll go missing like her sister did.
Yeah, well, let's not hope for that. So, yeah, go grab your spot. Grab your spot. I'm sure, one of the
great guy,
one of
Roland.
the kiddos will come in. Yeah, you're all right, too. Just please do me a favor. I had to kick you out 2 weeks ago. All right, I want that to happen again.
No. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. He's like grabbing you on the shoulder, putting his forehead near yours.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
You're a great guy, Roland.
Oh, you're a person too. You're all right.
You're a person too. I love it.
Too. Nice-ish.
Yeah, and so I'll walk him over to his seat, and I'll give
Thanks, man.
I'm assuming one of the bartenders.
Best guy ever.
Hey, I gotta
you
work.
should give
Hey,
this
look,
guy a raise.
Fellas, yeah,
fellas. You should give this guy a raise, man.
I do it for the fun and to hang out with you fine folks.
You're so funny, man. No one wants to hang out with me.
And then I make eye contact with the bartender that's walking over, and I'd say, "Got an idea. Tell him, give him water, and tell him it's the good stuff." And I give him the wink.
Oh yeah. He winks. He's like, "All right, Charlie, we got the good stuff. I heard the old lady was giving you a real hard time. Yeah. That old wench. She don't know how good she's got it." And he's like, "All right." Here you go, boy. Take the good. Be easy now. And it's like I can handle it. He takes it. And he goes. Oh. I can handle this, no problem. Give me another one.
And I'm like, one day those kiddos will learn.
It's just water.
And yeah. That's what I told him. I'm like, serve them water, but pretend it's the good stuff. And at this point, I walk over and I take the club that I use for when I'm bouncing, and I strap it to my back as I'm like, okay, just because I know old Charlie can get kind of wild sometimes, I got to be ready. So I strap it to my back, and I'm hauling kegs around and replacing taps and stuff like that. So.
Hey, Roland, how's that friend of yours over from the Copper Fox? She's quite a fox.
Hey, look. She's a good friend that's had a tough time when she first got here, alright?
I'll show her a good time.
Hey! That is unacceptable. She's a good friend that we helped out. And last I heard, did you go in before you talk about my friend Ashwin? Ashwin's her name, by the way. Just remember that. Did you go and see the doctor about that? Yeah, she's great. But did you go and see the doctor about that itch you had?
Listen, man. No, we don't
so you probably should clean that up before you go talk about anything else. So.
Red face, turns around, looking grumpy and sour.
Yeah, well, look. I'm just saying. I'm looking out for your well-being, that's all. Come on now, you know me. Come on now. I don't want you to get in any trouble and get anything bad happening to you, if you know what I mean. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're coming up on almost hard stop time. So, Roland and his rambunctious gang in his bar of customers, finishing up his stocking chores this morning. How do you pronounce your boss's name?
Felrin.
Felrin. I wanted to say Felshin. I don't know why. Felrin's like, I need you back for the dinner rush. We got a lot of stock coming in this afternoon.
Yep.
So I don't care how long you can take for lunch, but just make sure you're back before dinner. Cooking time starts. So, right after lunch rush.
All right. You got it. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm just going down to the marketplace to meet some friends. Shoot a look over at the rabble. But if you need anything before the lunch rush, just send one of the guys over, and I'll come back. So.
All right, we'll keep an eye out for you.
All right. Thanks, Felrin.
See you later, man. All right, so
You take care, kiddo.
oh, that's right, because he's the son of one of your buddies.
Well, and to me,
He knows
everybody's
everyone.
kiddo.
Yes, everyone's kiddo. But I mean, even someone who's your age. If it had been a guy who was your age.
If it had been a guy my age, probably not. But since I'm like on the assumption that almost everybody I talk to is younger than me, everyone's just in a non condescending way. They're kiddo.
Yep. So
I call Ashton kiddo.
Roland is going to eventually make his way over to the market square for lunch, which Ashton will be bringing Dominic to lunch, and will be introducing Dominic to her new friends next time. Ramasha will be meeting you for lunch as well. And I believe that's where we will pick it up next time. This seems like a really good place to stop it for tonight. I hope everyone has enjoyed this incredibly roleplay heavy, but still with some rolling type of session to kind of get to know our players, get to know the world, get to know what's going on in their lives, and
get to know each other better.
So
Yeah, get to know who we are and how we are.
Especially that second one.
If anyone has questions for how things went tonight and how they expect to see it in the future for these characters, sort of like how it went down with Ashrin getting contacted by her patron, or when we have the clock sort of ticking to kind of convey senses of time and travel and things like that, please get in contact with us on Twitter or on TikTok or on other socials and let us know what your questions are. We will be playing a replay tomorrow afternoon at noon Eastern Time. You can check out that replay. Also, you can check out our VODs and our highlights, which includes the session 0 for Ocerrya as well. And then, is there anything else I am forgetting to mention, everybody?
I believe so. Clips. We love clips.
We love clips.
I took some. We do love clips. I took some photos of the letter and everything like that. We'll post them on social as well, in case anybody
I'm
wants to see
very
what
proud
it
of
looks
them.
like, because it's pretty cool.
No, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's very neat.
Yeah.
I said I
So,
wasn't kidding
we'll
when I
make sure
said the
that
idea
gets
for
posted.
TikTok is to read that in
Yeah.
full, like real time, how Ashwin would read it.
Yeah.
And
that'd
honestly,
be
it
fun.
would be really good practice because
Yeah.
my accent.
Your accent has been very good, in my opinion. I think everybody's voices have been fun. I've been doing my best to throw a little bit of voices in there. I am not a voice person, as it
But
is
you're doing so
clear.
much more than I expected, because you were
I
like,
think
don't
you're
expect
doing-
anything. And I came in not expecting anything, and you delivered.
Yes.
Well,
well,
just
I
told me not to
appreciate
No,
it.
and
Yeah.
we've talked about it. We've talked about it before. You know, you don't have to do an accent to portray,
Yep.
you know, character.
Yeah, pitch.
Yeah.
And
You did a very good job of
tone
that.
and- Yep.
Yep.
Cynthia, I'll have to remember all the NPCs that we've created tonight. Cynthia, Jessica, Sarah, all the others, and these
I wrote-
poor drunkards at the Rusty Bucket.
Charlie.
I wrote
man.
Jessica down.
The one who wants to take you to dinner, or well, she wants you to take her to
Which
dinner.
I
one?
wrote Jessica
Which
down.
one? Which one? That's the question.
Did I say Jessica twice? Dang it!
No, I mean
No.
like which girl is funny? Was because all of them were funny.
Yeah, they
Jessica.
all- Jessica was the youngest one who was like, "Who is that?"
And I'm dealing
And
with
so
drunk
the
guys
girls
that
at the
grab.
Copper Fox are simultaneously sort of, and at the Cozy Salmon especially. So, first of all, probably lots of the most beautiful girls in town work at the Copper Fox because that's where Ashrin works, and she's one of the most beautiful girls in town. And so that's why those ladies at the Cozy Salmon were like,
Gonna get a complex.
you know,
Whatever.
Ashrin's really not that
She ain't all
pretty.
that. She ain't all that.
These
She didn't feel that.
jealous,
She ain't all that.
jealous city girls. There is a Lupe
You guys got
song
to
about
have fun,
this.
So you know what I'm enjoying so far is that like Dominic is this handsome gentleman,
But
and
so shocked.
Ashrin is the most beautiful girl, beautiful woman in town, and I'm this crusty old dwarf.
You are charismatic and
Why is everyone? Why are all these pretty people
genial.
friends
You're
with me? I don't
genial.
know.
Right? Is that the
But
word?
I am. I'm the class clown.
You're
I'm the
nice.
yeah, I'm the class clown. That's
See, but I imagine that our relationship is gonna be like Zelda, like I'm Link and you're the old man, you know, like that's what I'm
Dangerous out there.
imagining is
Take
gonna
this.
happen.
The old man.
Dangerous,
It's dangerous
to go
out
alone.
there.
And Bill is a cat. Yes.
Yeah.
And Bill is a cat.
But hey, yay!
You picked
And
some
we have
interesting
a pet.
characters this time around.
I am so
Yeah.
excited to do this. I think everybody is doing amazing, and I really look forward to it. And unfortunately, for now, it's time to get back to reality. And we will be, boo, would not recommend. But we will be back on next Tuesday to get some lunch going and some conversations and some planning for what direction
Some initiative.
these adventurers are going to take. Hopefully not initiative. Yeah.
The dragon.
So I hope that everybody has a wonderful night, and we will definitely catch you next time.
Don't
Bye,
forget,
everybody.
rerun
Bye.
tomorrow.
Oh, yes,
if you
and
missed
rerun
any
tomorrow
of it.
at noon.
Rerun tomorrow.
All
Tell
day,
your friends about the rerun.
noon
Yeah.
Eastern. Do
Hide
it.
your kids,
Eastern.
hide your wife, but
11
first tell them about the
Central.
rerun.
Bye,
9 a.m.
everybody.
Pacific time.
Bye.
You gonna play us out, Cody?
We started a new campaign, and it's
Oh.
great.
This was the